Hello students, welcome to my channel Bala's English Today. This class is all about WH questions. While conversing, we ask many questions to many people. But how to frame questions and what are the different types of questions, that's what we are going to learn in this class. When you question someone, that will be categorized into two levels. The first one is WH questions. The second category is yes or no questions. WH questions got its name because the questions will start with W or H. Okay? And yes or no questions got that name because whenever you ask a question to a person, his answer will be either yes or no. For example, do you play tennis? Do you play tennis? The person obviously should say yes or no. Okay? Then another question. Did you go there yesterday? Did you go there yesterday? Again the person has to say yes, I went there yesterday, or no, I did not go there yesterday. So your answers will be either yes or no. That's why the name, the questions are got as yes or no questions. And now let's see, in this class, we will learn WH questions, and in the next class, we are going to learn about yes or no questions. Now, here we go. WH questions. As I told you, the questions what we ask will start with the letter W or with the letter H. And I have given you 12 plus 3, 15 words where you can use them as questions. The first one being what. What. This is the most often word we use when questioning. What, the function of the word what is asking for information or asking for confirmation. For example, asking for information. What is your name? So you want to know the name of the person, you want to get the information. So what is your name? The second one I said asking for confirmation. Confirmation, you wanted to confirm whether what you heard is right or wrong. Then in that case, what? I can't hear you. What? What did you say? In that case also, we use the word what. Got it? So what is used for asking for information and asking for confirmation. Then the next one is what for. What for? What for are you standing there? What for I should go there? What for? So what for is asking for reason. Why should I go there? Instead of that, you are also using what for. You can use either why or what for. So what are you standing for? What are you standing for? What are you looking at? So you wanted to know the reason why you're standing there, what you're looking there. Got it? So what for? Next one is a very simple one, who. Who. That means asking what or which person. Who. Who denotes the information about a person. Who is there? Who is your father? Who is your neighbor? Like that. So who went there? Who. So this who can be used in the subject position, and when you take the word whom, it is used in the object position. For example, whom did you see? Whom did you see? You is the subject. Whom becomes the object. Whom did you see? Object position. Who went there? Subject position. So who and whom denotes the same. So they are talking about the person. Which person or what person? Okay, but then who is used in the subject position, whereas whom is used in the object position. The next word is whose. Whose. It shows the ownership or belongingness. Whose book is this? Whose pen is this? Okay. So that word who is asking about ownership. Whose books are these? Whose books are these? So you are asking who is the owner of these books. Whose. Then why don't? Why don't? It's a suggestion. Okay. Now, why don't you apply for a job? Why don't you go there? Why don't you listen to me? So I'm asking, I'm giving you an advice. Why don't you listen to me? It's a suggestion. Okay. So why don't is used for suggestion. Example, why don't you apply for the job? The next one is, we can also use this when, where, which. The very simple words, that's why I have not given the function. You all know pretty well when is used for asking for time. When do you come? When is the function? So what time? So that's what this when is indicating. When denotes time. When is the Prime Minister visiting our state? Okay, when. Then where? When denotes the time I said, and where denotes the place or position. Where is he? That means which place he is in. Okay, where is Chennai? Okay, whether it is in south or in the north of India. So where is for position or place. Which is for choice. Okay, which is your favorite color? We say that is your choice. Okay, so these three also included with what I have written it separately because we often use these three words. Now let us look at the letter H. The questions start with the letter H. Now first one is how. So how is asking the manner. How does it work? How does it work? So you want to know the manner of its function. How does it work? Then how far? How far? That is distance. How far is Vijayawada from Chennai? How far is Vijayawada from Chennai? How far denotes distance. Next one is how long. How long? That is length, time or space. So how long will you study? So till what time you are going to study? How long are you going to study? Okay, then I said how long is the place, from here to the school? How long is it? So how long will it take to reach the place? That is also the time, and the space also, it indicates that is with the word how long. Then the next one is how many. How many brothers do you have? How many sisters do you have? How many are you? So this how many is quantity. It is countable. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, like that you can count the number, and that is how many. So how many pens are there? You can count them 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 pens. So that is how many. Next one, how much is the quantity. So you cannot count, how much. So how much is it? So you wanted to know the rate of the vegetables or kg vegetables. You say how much, otherwise how much money do you have? So how much money you have? So much or this much or how much? So how much money you have? How much does it weigh? How much? How much is quantity? Uncount, you cannot count, okay? Then how come? How come is asking for reason. How come you're here? How come he failed? How come he got first class? So you want to know the reason, how it could happen. So how come? So these are the various words we use while framing the questions and asking. This will be very useful. So you can, frame your own questions. So it will be a very good revision for you. For example, what's your name? What are you doing? Like that. What for you're coming here? Or what are you looking for? Okay, I'm looking for a good biryani. Okay, what for? Then who? Who is your father? Who? Okay, whom? Whom did you? Okay, whom did you play with? Okay, with whom you played. That is what. Whom? Whom is, I told you, it is in the object position. Okay, so you can ask like whom did you see? Whom did you marry? Okay, engineer, what's your husband? Instead of asking that, whom did you marry? So that's it. Then whose is asking about the ownership. Whose pen is this? Whose book is this? Whose college is this? Whose cell phone is this? Whose ownership? So why don't? It's a suggestion. Why don't you go there? Why don't you do that? Why don't you ask him? So it's a suggestion. Then how is asking the manner. How did you do that? Okay, how does it work? That's it. Then how far is the distance I told you. So how far is the example I gave you is measuring the distance. How far is Vijayawada from Chennai? Then how long? How long denotes the time. How long time and space. So how long is the length, the duration, you can say. How long will it take for me to become an engineer? Okay, right? BA students, they can ask that question. Then how many is a quantity. How many? See, it is countable. How many pens are here? How many shirts are there? How many saris are there? Just like that, you can count them. So you ask that. Then how much? How much does it cost? How much money should I pay? That is quantity and it is uncountable. And the last one is how come? How come means you are asking for the reason. How come he failed in the examination? He's a very good student, I know, but he failed unfortunately. How come he failed? So these are the words, question words. You can often frame a lot of questions to make sure of your language. So hope you understood the class. If you really liked this class and understood it, please click the like button, share it to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you students, all the best.